Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about this word secret. Yes, secret. Don't tell anybody. Don't say that I told you. Please, it's between me and you. Can I tell you something? It has not helped us as a family, as society, as a church, as a government. It has caused more problem than solving. So today I want to talk about how we can move on and have a better life. Enough of don't say anything, keep quiet. So join me as we roll the tape to my next YouTube upload. God bless you. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. I bring us greetings in the name that's above every name, the name of Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God. Today, I am here to talk about something very, very special. I've been on this YouTube channel for more than 1 year now, and by the grace of God, I've uploaded a lot of videos, which I want to encourage my viewers, my supporters to please, if you have not watched most of my videos, please go to my YouTube channel, the Walking Faith channel by Pastor Chinenye Modebelu. You will be blessed. Yes, I'm here today, because there's some issues that is really, really going viral on social media. And even before this time, 3 months ago, I started an upload. I decided to talk about myself. I decided to talk about myself. I decided to talk about my pain, my stories, my journey, and the lessons that I learned. And by the grace of God, I uploaded a video titled Why and How I Was Abused. I decided to talk because I found out that a lot of people were not talking about this issue of abuse. Abuse is real. It happens. I know that my own abuse was not a domestic violence. I didn't have issues, and I will not have issues in my marriage. But I also suffered abuse of other types. And I started talking. And the next video that I wanted to do before now was about the abuser. The abuser, because I know that a lot of us, we are not talking about the abuser as well. Because the abuser needs help. Some of them don't know what they are going through. They don't understand what they are even doing. That is what I think. Because most of them don't know that they have mental health issue. Because of the way we have seen mental health, some people see it as madness. If you say that somebody have mental health issue, it means that the person is mad. That is the picture that is being painted. But that's not the truth. That's not the truth. Although it can lead to, madness in the big form of it. But if it is taken care of, then at the early stage, it will be okay. And this is where we as the people will come in. When we find out a level of misbehavior from our neighbors, our friends, our brothers, our sisters, we must raise an alarm. We must let them understand that they need help, that they need to go and see a psychiatrist or see a counselor or talk to somebody, because that is the truth. If all those things are taken care of, most of the things that are happening will not happen. So today I want to address this issue of the abuser. People don't just wake up and begin to abuse people. I believe there are some issues, or there are some things that leads to that. One of the reasons is how the person was raised, or the environment where the person grew up. Sometimes some people cannot handle some things that happen around them. They can see it as a normal thing. I can tell you for free, I grew up in a public yard, in a public, we call it public yard, where you live like face me, I face you kind of house. While I was growing up, my primary school and also my secondary school as well. You can imagine that I lived in a public house where a lot of people live. You see your neighbors, they see you. I remember in those early days when we were living in Lagos, it was a disaster in the public yard we were living. Every morning, in the middle of the night, husbands and wives are fighting, siblings are fighting, they are breaking bottles. The husband will beat the wife. In some cases, the wife will beat the husband. That is the kind of environment that I grew up in. So if God did not help me, that my parents modeled a good family lifestyle to me, don't you think that kind of environment will affect me as a person? Yes, because I will see it as a normal thing. You know that at a point I have to ask my dad. I said to my dad, why are you not fighting with my mother? Why are you people not quarreling? Why are you people not making noise like other of our neighbors? Because it's like every day there's one issue, one fight, one quarrel, and it more leads to, breaking bottles. You see people, blood everywhere. Sometimes the police will come in. Sometimes the neighbors will gather to be separating husband and wife fighting. But I asked my dad, and my dad said to me that he was not raised like that. He didn't see that kind of, situation growing up. And also that he's a believer, he's born again, that Jesus has transformed his life, that he cannot beat the wife. And I said to him, don't you have issues? He said they do. But they find a time to sort themselves out, not in our presence. So they didn't show us, me and my siblings, that kind of behavior or character of quarreling and fighting and yelling, So, you see, some people grew up in that kind of homes. Probably their father abused their mother, or their mother abused their father. And so, when they grow up, they think it's normal. And they also will practice the same thing on their husbands or their wives. So, we must understand that these things don't just happen. I can also tell you as a pastor that most of these things are also demonic as well. I know some people will not agree with me. It is. Whether it is demonic, whether it is something people grew up, to see themselves doing, both parties need help. They need to talk to somebody, or somebody around them need to talk to somebody that will help them. It's this issue of secrecy, because that is where abuse, strive. Hiding it, secret. Don't say it out. If I hear it anywhere, I will kill you, I will do this, I will do that. And then people keep quiet, and evil, it's growing wings all over the place. So I want to really say this, that like sometimes a wife and the husband are living together, and the husband is abusing the daughter. Yes, immorally. And the wife sees this thing and she cannot say anything, because she doesn't want to expose the husband. She doesn't want people to know what the husband is doing. And then the poor girl will be suffering. So we have to speak up. Wife, your husband needs help. You have to go to somebody that you people trust, or somebody that have influence over your husband, and tell them, this is what I'm experiencing. This is what or you can talk to your husband and say, you need help. This thing you're doing is not good. Yes, you don't want me to say it outside, but you have to go meet a counselor, go to a psychiatric, Go somewhere where they can help you. Talk to them what you're going through. And see, most of these problems will be solved. But because we live in a wall of secrecy, nobody wants to say anything. We keep quiet. I know how long it took me before I was able to open up to say some of the things that I went through growing up, how my uncle abused me. It took me many years. Something that happened in my primary school. I'm just saying it some few months ago. You can imagine how long it took me. Sometimes, people say, why are you not speaking up? I'm telling you, the problem is shame, stigma. What people will say, we the people, we're actually the problem as well. When somebody comes to you and say, look at what I go through, you say, I beg. Let's hear a word. How can that happen? How can you say your father is abusing you? Are you stupid? Don't ever say that thing. Don't ever let anybody hear it. You want to bring your family down. And the poor girl or boy will suffer this all her life and carry that same, behavior and go into relationship and still practice the same thing. Because the thing is in their subconsciousness, is in their spirit. The person needs help, not just, like I said, this abuse issue is not just about spiritual praying. Yeah, prayer is good. I'm a pastor, I pray. I said it, and some people will not understand where I'm coming from. They will say, is she not a pastor? I'm a pastor. But the truth is that there's some things that we cannot just handle spiritually only by praying and fasting. There are things that needs, physical attention as well. There are people that have been trained to handle these issues. So you have to go to them. You have to talk. And our society, we are not helping matters at all. We are not helping matters at all. You see, the church have to rise up and put up a system that can support this kind of things. If somebody is going through abuse, the person should be able to go up to the church to say, look at what I'm going through. And the system that is on ground will know how to help the person, whether a man or a woman. The same thing to the government, organizations. Every one of us, we have to sit up because these things are getting out of hand. Look at what happened recently. A beloved daughter of Zion, a great woman of God, just went, her life was cut short because of domestic violence. Although we have not, gotten the autopsy result and all that, I understand. But from stories, from the family, from the children, yes, this woman went through abuse. I learned even there was a time she was taken out of the family for 1 year and 3 months because she complained of how the husband was treating her. And the family members came and they took her out of the place. And she stayed with them for 1 year and 3 months. And the man came back and begged. But the man has not been, healed. He has not gone through any therapy, nothing. He did not even go to the church or to anywhere to seek for help. And just came back and carried the woman. And the thing continued. The thing continued. So is it not time for us as family to, we have to stand up? We have to revisit some of these things that we are saying concerning marriage also. Because, we say these things for better, for worse. I believe that. But I think we are taking it out of content. For better, for worse is not that when it has to do with domestic violence, when it has to do with beating. You see, abuse is not just only beating. Some people abuse their husbands and their wife with their words. You speak bad words to your wife and your husband. You talk down on them. You look down on them. There's nothing they do that you appreciate. Everything they do, you don't appreciate it. You say, you just run them down with your mouth. You curse them with your mouth. So this thing we have to, the church must rise as well and start, changing these narratives. Oh, no divorce, no divorce. I agree that God hates divorce, but God will not tell us to stay in an abusive relationship. There must be room for separation. When it's getting out of control, both parties must separate and seek for help. Woman, don't die in silence. Speak out. If you're having challenges in your marriage, speak out. It's not a sin. It's not a taboo, sorry. It's not a taboo for you to speak out. You have not sinned against God. When things are going wrong in your home and you have tried as much as you can to handle it, is not working. You need somebody else. You need people to come in. All this no third party. That is where we are. No third party. I agree. You should not carry out everything that happened. But this one, you see domestic violence, you see emotional attacks here and there. You have to speak up. Oh. If you don't, it will end in death. Because there's a point where it will get you. You can't handle it anymore. So why am I saying this thing? We must change the narrative. We must change the narrative to understand that both the husband and the wife, everybody is important. Nobody is too much above the other person. Yes, the man is the head of the home. I preach it and I believe in it 100%. But being the head of the home is not for you to lord it over your wife and then turn her to a slave. Everything she says, shut up. Woman, you are a woman. You don't have right to suggest anything or to tell me what to do or how to do it. And then this evil, this monster, keep growing wings and muzzle in our homes. There are terrible things that is happening all over the place. Nobody is talking. Everybody is keeping quiet. And now when things go wrong, everybody start talking. Like the case of this woman. She told some people that are close to her. Even some people witnessed some things around her. And nobody said anything. I know she according to them, she was always begging people, please, please don't tell anybody. Please, please, my husband will change. Don't we know that that woman is going through something? No normal person. It's not about love. It's not about her faith. It's that she's helpless. We did not see the handwriting on the wall that this woman is helpless. That's your friend that will come and tell you, look at what my wife is doing to me. Look at what my father is doing or my mother is doing to me. And the same person will tell you, please, 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 I beg you, don't say anything. Let me tell you the truth. She's broken. She has gotten, or he has gotten to her breaking point. She has seen it as a normal thing. Because this thing has been happening for years. So for her, it's my cross. There's nothing I can do. That's the only thing she thinks or he thinks. So the people around them should help. Don't be keeping this kind of secret. Is not good. It's a bad one. There are good secrets you can keep for somebody, but this one that domestic violence is involved, we cannot keep quiet. That is why I decided to speak up some few months ago about the things I went through. I was bullied in school. I was bullied. I have been marginalized in my workplace. A lot of things has happened to me as a young lady growing up. I witnessed all kinds of things. And I said, no, I cannot keep quiet. I know that somebody will be helped. I know that when somebody hear my testimony and what I went through and how God helped me, to come out of it, I had to go and speak to people. Yes, I went to a counselor and I spoke to her. I poured out my heart. I said, look and look and look and look at what I went through. And she counseled me and she told me one or two things that I need to do. I also confided in one of my family members. I spoke to my younger sister as well. And everybody, they encouraged me. And I thank God for the, kind of people around me. And that also helped me to, to come out of all these things. So please, don't die in silence. Speak out. Don't die in silence. Speak out. All kinds of things are happening. There are monsters living under our nose every day in homes. We don't need to blame anybody, blame a church, blame this, blame that. All of us are involved in this. We are all involved in this whole saga that is going on. Until we start doing what is right, this thing will keep getting worse and worse. I just feel like I need to give my own voice in this whole thing. What am I saying? An abuser, somebody that abuses people, needs help. They are not doing it with their normal senses. Something is wrong in their mindset. It's about mindset also. They have a wrong mindset. That is why they are doing what they are doing. So they need help. And the church should be able to build up, a system where they can evaluate people from time to time. Companies, people should go and check their mental health status. We should start this thing right now, both in the government, everybody. People should go and check their mental health status to know if everything is okay. Let's not just believe that all is well. It is well, it is well. That is what has kept us where we are today. We are using that word in a wrong way. We are using it in the wrong way. Not when your life is at danger, you say it is well. Don't worry, I'm praying about it. And some of you, you're praying only you. You don't have anybody, praying alongside with you. Only you is praying about it. This kind of thing, you need help. You need help. You must speak out. I also understand that there are some people, even when you want to come and help them, I understand that, after some time, they will still go back to to go back to the pain again. I understand that, but it's one out of maybe 100 or 1 million. But that will not stop us. Some people say when you go to help these people, when everything is okay, you become, they use you as an enemy. Okay, fine, but you saved their life. Your reward is great. Forget about what they will say or what they are saying. Your reward is great. I'm taking my time to explain these things because I really want us to get out of this mess. Because it's this secret, not talking, not saying anything that has brought us where we are today. Please, if anybody comes to you, your neighbor, your friend, your sister, your brother, and say to you, look at what I'm going through, look at the torture I'm going through, but I don't want anybody to know. Please, don't keep that kind of secret. You're not helping that person. I don't care how the person will feel. Save the life. Save the life. Forget about how the person will feel or what they will say about you. Even if they don't come to tell you next time, fine, but you have done your part. Heaven will celebrate you that you saved the life or that you took the right step. Honestly, since a week plus now that I heard about the death of our beloved sister, Osinachi, I've not been myself. And I keep saying that this is the thing that I was saying about speaking out, about letting people know what is going on around us. I pray that God will help us. I pray that we all will rise up and become our brother's keeper. Let's become our brother's keeper. Don't close your eyes and say, I don't care. It's not in my family. It will affect you as well. It will affect you because you feel bad that how I wish I stepped in. How I wish I did something about this thing. Maybe it wouldn't have been so bad like this. So that is the truth. It's high time we start rising up and taking responsibility. Let's not just leave everything and say, I don't care. You must care. Let's care for one another. Let's reach out. Let's be our brother's keeper. And I tell you, this world will be a better place. Thank you so much for giving me the audience, for listening to me. Please help me share this video. Let's spread this news. Help me share this video. And also, you can also in the comment section let me know what you've been through or how you handled issues around you. Like I said, please go and watch my video where I talked about how and why I was abused. Please go and watch it. My story, my pain, my lessons. Go and watch those 2 videos. You will understand what I'm talking about. God bless you all. I will still continue a second part of this video by the grace of God. But please help me share this video. Let it go viral. Let people hear it. We must understand this. The abuser, that person that is abusing people, needs help. If you know anything about anybody that's abusing anybody, don't keep it secret anymore. Go and report. There are organizations, human rights, people that take care of people that have been abused, or go to them, report it. Report it. Let them know that this my neighbor, look at what is happening in my neighbor's house. Look at what my friend told me, whether in the school, in the workplace, in the church, anywhere. Please, let's stop hiding these things. Let's expose the devil. Let's expose this monster so that we can have a good environment to live. God bless you all until I come your way again. My name still remains Pastor Chineye Modebelu. Bye for now.